Life is a battlefield. You'll agree with me. And when we desire something in our life, we need to be prepared to pay the price. Sometimes that price it's very, very costly. It can cost in a life. But today I'm in Berlin exclusively for the life the battlefield. I want to ask that question. What are people were willing to pay for the freedom or the dreams of democracy? So what better place than most significant place in history when we talk about freedom or democracy or the hope, better life for the family, for themselves, than here in Berlin. It's better known place, Checkpoint Charlie. Let me read you what Checkpoint Charlie is by the official Berlin website. Checkpoint Charlie was the best known border crossing between East and West Berlin during the Cold War. At the height of Berlin crisis in 1961, American and Soviet tanks faced each other. So the Checkpoint Charlie became his functioning with the Berlin Wall with the East Germans erected in 1961. With that being said, all dreams has been shattered for those who dream that one day can live Eastern Berlin or Eastern Germany to the West Berlin and then further into the Europe, and they continue life in a way they desire. That didn't happen. Checkpoint Charlie, it is a place which today is being visited by the thousands of tourists. But for me personally, when I was standing today there, I saw this demarcation line where the Berlin Wall used to be stand, which doesn't exist anymore today, where the two opposing sides look each other with the bullets in their barrels, with the finger on a nuclear arsenal, where the East and West despise each other, hate each other, where the one side was holding people prisoners like those in East Germany. But that all changed in 1989. However, before the changes happened, Checkpoint Charlie was being used for the international tourists, was being used for the Allied military personnel to come to visit because there was an agreement after Second World War how this thing is going to function between the, Soviet Union and British, American, and French forces. But in 1989, before the Checkpoint Charlie has been dismantled a little bit later that year, the last person lost their life was on 8th of March 1989. His name is Winfried Freudenberg, who became the last person to die in attempt to escape from East Germany to the West. So he died exactly 8 months before the Berlin Wall fell down. Because on November 9, 1989, shortly before the day press conference, Krenz handed Schabowski text. Schabowski was a spokesperson for the East Germany government Politburo, and he didn't read the text properly. So Schabowski, in a nutshell, said that people can leave Eastern Germany momentarily. And that night, people gone on a Berlin Wall, a Checkpoint Charlie, across it, and then rest was the history. The East Germany stopped existing a few months later. Unification between East Germany and West Germany becomes within the next 12 months. But the point is that the last person was being shot dead, tried to cross Berlin Wall in March 1989. 8 months later, that wall comes down. Exactly 8 months after this person dead. And Checkpoint Charlie significantly represent the hope and dreams, and people ultimately pay the price for the freedom and democracy. There were several incidents happened on a Checkpoint Charlie. Today, as I say, it's a touristic place. So let me share with you a couple of historical facts about Checkpoint Charlie.
Checkpoint Charlie. Checkpoint Charlie, an icon of the Cold War. Checkpoint Charlie emerged as one of the most famous symbols of the Cold War, serving as a best-known crossing point between the East and West Berlin during a period marked by the global tension and ideological conflict between the Soviet Union and the Western Allies. Established in 1961, and shortly after construction of the Berlin Wall, it was designated as a single crossing point by foot or by car for foreigners and Allied personnel. The checkpoint was a scene of several significant Cold War confrontations and became emblematic of the division of East and West, freedom and repression. One of the most notable incidents occurred in October 1961, just months after the wall's erection, when a standoff between American and Soviet tanks took place. The confrontation was a result of dispute over whether East German guards were authorized to examine the travel documents of US diplomats passing through to East Berlin. Although the standoff ended peacefully, it highlighted the precariousness of the geopolitical situation and the potential for escalation into full-scale conflict. Another important aspect of Checkpoint Charlie history was its role in attempted escape from East to West Berlin. Numerous individuals risked their lives trying to cross the border, with some attempts resulting in success, while others ended in tragedy. The checkpoint became a symbol of the human desire for freedom, as well as the human cost of political division. After the fall of Berlin Wall in 1989 and the subsequent reunification of Germany, Checkpoint Charlie lost its original purpose. However, its legacy and symbolic significance have been preserved. Today, the site hosts a replica of the original guardhouse and sign that marked the border crossing. The Checkpoint Charlie Museum, Mauer Museum, located nearby, documents the history of the Berlin Wall and the stories of those who attempted to escape from East Germany. The museum serves as a powerful reminder of the Cold War impact on Berlin and the broader quest for freedom and human rights. In addition to the museum, various informational panels and exhibits around Checkpoint Charlie offer visitors insights into the history of the site and the city of Berlin during the Cold War. These commemorative efforts ensure that Checkpoint Charlie remains not just a tourist attraction, but a site of historical education and reflection.